what do you do when thoughts of leaving your spouse comes in? So it's in that sense,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
When your spouse is particularly annoying.
There you go. And you're like, God, how awesome.
I just really like
to leave. You think that's normal to have those daydreams of like, you see a movie, right? And they're living this like cool, like socialist, like life in New York, living downtown. And, you know, you have those thoughts like, God, I think I could do that.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
In another lifetime.
In another lifetime as another person, I could I'd be that. Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And back in the studio.
We are back in the same city.
Yeah.
At the same table.
And it feels like it wasn't just a week ago. It feels like it's been weeks since I've been back.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, it's been...
I don't even know.
Has it been less than a week? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think it's because our podcasting's been off our schedule.
Yes, it has been.
It's Friday.
We were on a Wednesday last time, and now we're on a Friday. So it's been a little over a week.
Yeah, that's because I'm off of work.
Me too. We have more time on our hands. So
I know.
You know, God forbid we stick to the schedule.
You know, I thought I was going to play video games like crazy.
Yeah.
Not
so
really.
Much.
No.
Yeah, I've been playing them more than usual.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't got like I ran cables because which I told Tom I ran a cable that goes for my PlayStation in my room, and the HDMI goes up into the ceiling and out of a wall in my living room, so I can play my PlayStation on my big screen TV in the living room sometimes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it works. Alicia, after I got everything connected, she goes, "So are you sure like it's gonna work? Did you like test that?" I'm like, it'll work. I'm like 90% sure.
Test it.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it'll work, you know. Then I'm like thinking that thought. Like,
well, the only thing that
great,
go wrong,
of course, it would go wrong.
Cable, right?
Yeah,
there's really nothing else.
And God forbid, I would have hated that because that was the pain.
God forbid.
Hey, God forbid, I have to go up there. So you know, there was a creepy moment when I was in my attic, and I ignored it completely, but it kind of like creeped me out a little. Was I was trying to drop this cable. The HDMI cable through the wall, and I think this is before I had Cheeky help me, because I have like maybe 1.5 to 2 inches to see through. Right, I drilled a hole through a 2x4, and I was like, okay, I have the light on it just right. I'm like, I think I see something.
Yeah,
you know, and but then I hear this weird like ring behind me, like a phone ring, like an old school, right? Shit. It was just a little hint. It was like just a weird sound, right? And I was like, I just kept running the cable, and I was like, I'm acting like I'm not just hear that because I don't know what that was from. I don't know if it was something in the house, like, and I'm just hearing it because I'm upstairs. You know, I'm up in the ceiling.
But what makes an old school phone ring?
I don't know. And I had my phone in my pocket, so maybe like my phone dialed something. I don't know.
But you,
I just ignored it. It was very faint.
That's creepier, though.
I kind of looked behind me, but then I was like, no, because I got like, you know.
Isn't that even creepier? Yeah, the fucking.
I was like, oh, shit. Just keep playing. Just keep doing your thing.
As an adult, like, I'll get that feeling every once in a while when you let your brain go. Like, when I'm out in this house by myself super late, sometimes I'll just get one of those thoughts, like, someone's going to come down from the basement or from the attic and, like, kill me.
Like, just come right down here. Kind of
like someone's like came in, is hiding, and I don't know they're here, and they're just gonna come down and kill me. And you get that eerie feeling.
Oh yeah,
like even as an adult, I'm like, come on.
So I'll go outside sometimes, and it'll be late at night. It'll be like 10:30, 11, you know. And I always, and this was around the time there was those cougar sightings in the area. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I'd go outside, and that would happen. I would like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? One time I grabbed my shovel and just because I was down by my garage, and I was like, I grabbed a shovel and I just let me just go back up. And I just pictured a cat. And this is when we still had our tree. Like, I'm gonna go up to go in my house. And I'm gonna look up and there's a fucking cougar chilling in the tree. I don't know what I would.
Wouldn't that be weird?
No,
like
it'd be scary.
55-year-old woman just sitting up in your tree waiting for you to come up the driveway.
Babe, you got to see this.
Neighbor lady's in the tree again.
Can we invite her in? No, I'm just kidding.
No, we had.
I'd be more scared of that.
I know.
I wouldn't know. I'd be like,
lady, you need to go.
Am I in Florida?
Yeah, where are we right now?
I know.
No, we had like true cougar sightings in town last spring. It's probably going to happen again. They were in our neighborhood.
Yeah,
2 of them,
like
separately.
super close, like less than a mile, I think, away.
Yeah, one of them. I mean, I still run by the orchard that's by us.
Oh yeah,
That's where they killed one of them, which that still bothers me that we just kill them. Like, can't we trank them and then
put them off to the wild?
Like we just, the reason that they're coming through town now is because town's like expanded so far, right?
So
They're
like, where am I going?
It's kind of our fault. He's like, I'm just on the highway, just coming. This is the same path I've used my whole life, asshole.
Where did this asphalt come from?
He's like hiding in the one tree he can find.
Yeah.
Like, shit, nobody saw me. And everyone's calling, oh my God, I just saw it. Get out here and kill it.
But that is kind of scary.
They should terrifying.
They should trank it though.
They should trank it and get it.
Can you imagine if that trank didn't work? Like they think it works and the cat's like faking it, and they go to grab it and it's like, pow.
That's probably why they just shoot him.
Yeah.
I hear that the cougars are pretty good at playing dead. So.
They're pretty strong, I'm sure. Hey, dude, I would be terrified. Like, I just seen a video of a guy freaking he had his gun out and there was a cougar coming at him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And he fires at it.
Yeah,
he fires twice. He misses both times.
Did it scare it though?
Not like I thought. In my head, I always thought I'd shoot
turn around and run, right?
No, this cat was like thinking again, like, I might have still attacked you. I still might.
See, that's
and then it kind of turned around and meandered off.
Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got a big gun.
Oh, look at you with your little dick and your big gun.
Fight me like a man.
Cougars are so mean. Years of experience.
Yeah. You tiny little man.
See, I play it really smart. I always go for my walks and my runs with a laser pen in my pockets.
I know that's got to work.
That I still want to know. I know we've made that joke before, but I still just really want to know,
dude,
if that's the thing. Like, you see this giant cat out there in the woods.
I feel like it would work.
I think it would. I mean, it's that feline brain, right?
It's gonna be like, what the hell is that?
Right. Like, that's I can't help it. And then you like throw it up in trees and shit, and it
would just scare me if it didn't work.
Right.
And it's like just looking, staring at me, and I'd be like, throw it at it.
Oh, I know.
Fetch? You like to fetch?
Come here, kitty. Yeah.
That's why you gotta have like steak on hand or something. Throw it. Maybe that'll work.
What was it that I just watched? Did you ever see Stephen Colbert's Christmas special from years ago?
No.
So it was back when he was on the Colbert Report. Uh-huh. He did like a Christmas special, and part of the thing is he's trying to get to his special, and he's stuck in his cabin because there's a bear outside.
Oh God!
So he goes, "What would help me distract the bear?" He's like, "I know. I'll rub meat on myself." Stupid stuff, but it still cracks me up.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, just hang a steak and then start throwing steaks around.
I don't know. Cougars are scary. That's like my fear.
They're scarier than bear for sure.
Yeah,
because they'll just track you silently.
Or even a grizzly would be scary too, though.
One of those Kodiaks, the 12-footers.
Oh God! So when I was in middle school, not high school, when I was in middle school, when I lived in Henderson, we were like the brown bears.
Yeah.
And so there was
a little racist, but okay.
I know. Fucking there's a bunch of us Mexicans
Not one
going
white
there.
Kid at that school.
It was just Mexican and black kids going to that school.
The polar bears were down the road. They were the rich kids.
Yeah, they lived in the nice area. But freaking in the I want to say in the gymnasium, you'd walk down these stairs that kind of split off that would take you downstairs to like where the gym was.
That sounds really fancy.
It was actually cool looking.
That sounds like, I'm thinking like Titanic or something, like that's the grand staircase coming down.
Yeah, my prom date came down.
You were looking at the clock.
But they had in between that was a bear, like, but it was like actual size of one. It was
like I just remember stuffed bear.
I don't know if it was stuffed or if it was a statue, but it was huge. It was like, a brown bear.
Damn.
And I just remember thinking it was like 15 feet, 20 feet. But also I was like a little
they can
kid.
be like 12 feet. I mean, they can be huge.
I would shit my pants.
Right?
I'd just be like.
If it's just sitting there. And like
maybe shitting me myself would make it go, oh.
I don't eat tainted meat.
You.
The creepiest part about those Kodiaks, and maybe it's other grizzlies too, I don't know, but they have that huge hump on their neck, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's something about that
That's even
that one part creeps me out even more. Yeah. That's like the Revenant. That movie where he gets attacked by that bear.
He got raped by that bear.
Wow. I mean, yeesh. I kind of wish if I were in that boat, I'd be like, just kill me. Just
didn't he like live in it after he killed it, or
maybe
something like that?
Probably.
Like it was something because he was fucked
Star
up.
Wars deal.
Yeah, he had to stay warm because he was like pretty fucked up. God, I would die. I'd probably die. If I don't think I would
sure
live.
Would. No, I couldn't have made it 200 years ago. I always think it'd be fun. Like I look back, I was listening to this Western podcast for a while.
Did they talk in
about
accent?
Cowboys and shit? Yeah.
Like an old school Western?
Yeah. Howdy, partner. No, they didn't. They just told stories like in normal talk.
Oh, that's
but
cool. But it was Western stories.
But it was it's the Wild West. So it was pretty interesting. I don't remember why I brought that up.
I think the Wild West, because you said back in the day you.
Oh yeah. I always like listen to it. I'm like, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
But then, yes, like we were talking about, I don't think I would have lived that long though. I would have been bit by like a rattlesnake or something real quick.
Dude, rattlesnakes and cougars.
Yeah,
they're scary.
No, we actually came across a rattlesnake when we went on our one big hike.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have
twice we came across a rattlesnake.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Luis.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then when me and you went, we were coming. It was on our beginning hike on the huge hike, and then there's one off to the side of the hill that you could hear.
Oh shoot, I don't remember that one.
You know, I remember that one.
I could have just walked right into that guy.
I just kept walking. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah,
but I remember the one with Luis, and that was. Because I had no idea. I don't know where the hell that is. I'm colorblind, dude. So these snakes blended so good.
It was in the grass. It was a smart little fucker sitting there in the grass. But Luis got him. You remember Luis with the giant stick? I'm dude, just keep going. He throws it at it. It goes flying off.
I'm just glad it didn't come towards us.
I know. I'm like, bro, let's just go. We got through. Let's just go.
I wonder if it would have done anything if we all three would have went. Or if it was just,
I don't know.
But I didn't want to
I don't know if it was going to do anything anyway. But we couldn't see it anywhere.
Yeah. It was like, I don't know. I don't want to get bit by a snake. In the middle, fucking 12 miles away.
Then you got all these like dumbasses running through it. You remember that kid that was like running the trail?
Oh,
he ran the entire fucking thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then he like comes running out like it's his morning jog.
Stupid idiot.
You're gonna get bit by a snake. Slow down.
I wouldn't run on those trails though, because I mean
either.
The rocks and the
ankles.
Dude, I'm gonna like trip over a root.
That just shows you our level of.
I'm pretty athletic. I like to think, but I'm not very graceful.
But I'm not like
I think there's a difference.
12-year-old athletic.
I'm not like
these stupid high school.
I'm
kids.
clumsy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We had those walking sticks. We were out there like, I mean, it was like so funny to me because it
was all downhill.
I was feeling like, no, I mean, it was a rough hike. Don't get me wrong. And there's a lot of reason to be out there like real backpacking. But in my mind, I'm like, we're going out in the middle of nowhere. We need some survival tools.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got like, this is legit. We're going to be out there for days. We get turned around maybe 3 days. Like, you know, we're going to be pulling water out of the stream.
We did.
With little life straws. Like, we got to live. And then you get some punk ass kid with nothing running in his sneakers with his dog. You're like, shit, where the fuck are we?
I want to trip him.
I didn't know this was a park.
I know.
Did you know this is a city park?
I wonder how far he went, though.
I don't know.
We went deep.
We went deep, and we never saw him. He made it all the way out the other side. This is like an 18-mile hike.
Yeah. We were in deep. Yeah.
And we turned around and went the other way.
And in one day.
But the craziest thing was it was deep enough. When we got to a certain point, there was like nobody.
Oh, yeah. It was nobody. It's one of those, if you go off the path, you can get lost.
Yeah. It was cool, though.
It was
creepy at night.
Dude, in the woods at night.
Pitch black, no noise but animals. That was a little creepy.
That's the creepiest.
And then that weird phone rang.
Oh, God. I was scared.
In the distance.
Bro, if I heard a phone ring in the middle of the woods,
dude,
and even knowing that no one was there, I'd be gone. I'd leave.
Hello? And nobody responds. Hello? Anybody out there?
You want to know where I'm at?
Hi.
Why do people do that in movies? Like, it's a scary situation, but they...
I think fear. I would probably do that, really. Like, just out of, like, the social
Awkward.
like, God, there's like your brain would be like, this isn't right. And so you'd be trying to convince yourself it was right. You'd be like, hello? And then like, oh, hi, sorry. We're just trapping over the ridge. Sorry, I'm trying to get
or like you go in a scary building and they're like, hello.
Yeah.
And then, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing.
Right. Get out of my house. Oh, shit.
Or a ghost.
My cousin Brian once posted a video. He and some friends were out. I don't think it was like a hike out in the middle of nowhere. I think it was kind of like they were walking the outskirts of the area that they live in. But they live over kind of like Puyallup area.
Okay,
generally speaking, Puyallup-ish. And there was some old shut down house that had served some purpose.
Okay.
It was like halfway house-ish type thing, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, totally shut down, run down. So they went in to check that out, and like it just looked creepy. You know, it had like that. You know, like the old churches have those like old kitchens and stuff in them.
Yeah.
And like the fake wall that can come down so people can serve food.
Yeah,
it had that kind of shit in there.
Like the little kitchenette thing.
Yeah,
kind of like at the Grange I was at when I got married.
Yeah, very similar to that. It was like that kind of stuff, which for whatever reason in a rundown house or building, it just looks that much more creepy. It was wild.
Oh, it was probably like inbred family that lived in it too.
Right. And then the monster people came out.
Like, hey, boy, what are you doing around here?
It was very weird. It turned into a whole cinematic experience.
Those movies are creepy to me, the inbred family ones.
Did you ever watch the one, a really good one, Wrong Way?
Wrong Turn?
Wrong Turn. That was the wrong way. I think Damon Marlon Wayans made that one.
yeah. I watched that one.
Yeah.
That's creepy to me.
And I think they made another one.
Hey.
The Hills Have Eyes, I think was supposed to be pretty creepy. I don't know if I ever really
There was
watched
one, it's supposed to be based on something that happened in like, God, I want to say Australia or something.
Boy.
I forget what movie it's called, but it's like that where it's like The Hills Have Eyes, or it's like a group of just creepos. Because I don't know, man, that scares me.
Does backwoods.
Because there's some shit like that.
Well, there's a guy that goes around and he like will go to places. He does lots of YouTube videos. I wish I knew his name. I'd shout out to him. I don't know his name.
Jerry
Comes he travels the country and he goes to like inner cities where it's like really dangerous, or like in this one he went into Appalachia, like deep Appalachia.
You said he goes to inner cities?
Oh yeah, he goes like everywhere.
He's all in the ghetto.
Yeah, for real. Like he'll go into like bad neighborhoods to just like film. But his goal, I think, is like to show you the reality of like the decent people that live in these places.
It's not always, yeah.
Yeah, or he'll show like the troubles that an area has, that kind of stuff.
You said he went to the Appalachians?
He went into the Appalachians, like deep. Okay. Like where you're talking.
Yeah.
But the people, like so many of the people, they were nice people. They were like, he was like showing a lot of really decent people. And then they would tell you like, don't go into this area because the people, they're nice people, but they just get a little freaked out with outsiders. And, yeah, right. They fuck this is just they eat people. I know.
No,
I watched the movie.
I eat you.
But like, it's kind of the hollows, I think they call them, or hollers. I can't remember.
Where is that?
These little backwoods. This is like West Virginia. They're like southern
I'm thinking
Virginia.
Appalachian Mountains. Like I'm thinking, I don't know. I was thinking like fucking
Swiss
the Swiss Alps. And
the
shit.
Swiss Alps. See?
yeah.
The Appalachian Mountains.
Not the Appalachians.
I think they're just Alps, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Appalachians?
You've been to the Appalachians? It's the PH.
The Appalachians.
The Fallations.
There's a lot of weird shit going on in those woods, let me tell you. Brother and sister, fellatio.
All day. Fucking, but that'd be, I don't know. That guy's brave.
Yeah.
Because I've seen videos where I think there's a famous story where someone goes to another like island and it's like an island full of cannibals.
Oh, yeah, sure. Those exist.
He gets like threatened, like, no, we're going to fucking eat you.
You better leave. They speak English there. You better leave or we're going to fucking eat you.
yeah. Pretty much they get translated to that.
You just look at it like, la la.
Like,
they start looking at this. No.
Yeah. Dude, it was, I just know that guy was like,
so
his face was like, when he's like, so what did he say? And then they translate it and he's like,
well, Mike, they say they're going to eat you.
I gotta go.
Nope.
I'll see you later. That's like those Mr. Ballin videos.
Yeah.
But
he had some good ones, man. There was one in Washington, the Hell's Canyon.
Yep.
Yeah, he had one about Hell's Canyon.
Yep.
Can you tell me where Hell's Canyon is?
Where is Hell's
I have
Canyon?
no idea. No idea. I'm guessing West Side-ish. I think I looked it up
scary.
once.
Sounds far.
It up. Yeah. it
It sounds like it's on our side of the mountains,
really deep down.
doesn't
somewhere.
it? It sounds like it's the eastern side.
I don't know. The way he was talking about it was like trees and stuff. But
well,
I don't
Spokane.
know. Oh.
I think they did one where it was like in Spokane too.
Probably.
Where he had one over there too. But I was like, those
creepy
scary.
stories I love. Did you hear the one
Mr.
he
Bowen.
did about the gold rush people up in Alaska or Canada? It's not even Alaska. It's up in Canada. There's a certain mountain area that's like closed to the public. Like they don't even let people in anymore. Right?
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is true or not. But according to him, it's closed off mountains. And
well, no, there is areas I think where they do that because like
they want to keep people out or you know whatever, like they don't want the ground ruined, stuff like that.
It's
but it was so interesting, this story, and he tells them like even if they weren't true, he just is such a good storyteller that it doesn't really matter. Like
it was raining,
but it
was a brisk cold winter,
raining cats and dogs.
But he has such a good voice.
He does. I mean, he just tells it normal. Like it's not even like. It's not like Fraser Crane reading something or something. You know, like he sounds like a normal guy, but it's just he's so interesting, the details he pulls out. So anyway.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just like the way he speaks.
It is.
You know? Like I don't know. I've been watching this guy, it's some Asian guy that's talking about how like to improve your speech and stuff. Because I want to try to do that, and he's saying ums. He was just saying, like, use your pauses, and he's trying to teach us, how pauses are very powerful. Timing. And all this. And I was like, okay.
Jesse, would you use your pauses?
I'm like,
see how powerful he was waiting. He was on pins and needles.
I was on the edge of my seat.
The other day I was doing kind of like a character voice, which I never really do that, but I was thinking like how funny it would be if you had somebody that talks so slowly. Like that it'd be so annoying.
As you're like, oh my fuck.
I
talk that way.
Like people that really want to talk but enunciate everything for you.
That would be weird.
So that kind of like Michael Cohen, Michael Cohen is the former Trump attorney. He kind of talks like that. And it cracks me up.
It seems annoying almost.
It's really annoying. It's like speed the fuck up. I don't have all day.
I think I speak that way.
I talk too fast. No, you don't.
I speak that way, but not coherently.
You speak no, you speak very normal. It's when people really want to enunciate everything that it becomes a problem.
JJ tried to correct my enunciation on something before. I was like, boy, you better shut the fuck up.
I enunciate just fine.
I'll enunciate your ass out this house. You keep telling me what to do.
Go there, Ro.
Yeah.
You're grounded.
Stop being smart.
Don't tell me I'm enunciating wrong.
You're enunciating wrong.
Yeah, I think when I first started teaching, I think I started to notice that I had a very lazy voice. I felt. And I feel today that I still have kind of a lazy voice, but I work at it.
That's something I want to know. How do you improve your theatrics when you speak? For me, I'm a very boring speaker. I'm not good at teaching because I have a boring voice, right? It's like, okay, this sucks. He's slow talking. He mumbles. He's just a big idiot. Please don't talk. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, I know. I don't know. Rate and rhythm.
I don't have that.
Are too big. Cadence is big. And like the guy said, using your pauses and all that is important.
But he does actually talk about the rate, the rhythm of your.
Right. You can mimic the feeling.
Instead of talking like this and like this, you talk like this, and it's a flow. It's like a music. That's how he talks.
Because what you don't want to do, Jesse.
He's like, the way he speaks about it, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I always tell my students, because they're first graders learn to read, you don't want to read like a robot, and you don't want to talk like a robot either. You want to use your voice.
Yeah, I have a non-exciting voice. I don't get excited, so it's like I get excited, but I don't.
I get it.
I was pretty excited when I was doing that TV thing.
Yeah.
At least he was like, I'm glad you're excited. I was like, dude, I'm so ready. But I've been feeling good lately.
Those fucking bells up in your attic.
Yeah.
And the hellhole that you found.
Yeah, dude. When I was doing that, did I say that on air or
No,
off air?
I think it was off air. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys, if you already heard this.
But no, when I was running the cables up, because I'm up in the ceiling, and I wanted the cables to look nice, so I put plates on them so it looks good coming out of the wall.
Yeah.
So I'm up in the attic, and there's this part where there's a piece of plywood, and I was like, "What is this?" It was off to the side of where my fireplace goes up through, because that's where the cable was running to, because it was directly across is my bedroom, living room, so it was perfect. But anyway, I start lifting that up, and then I look down, and it's just this big hole that goes all the way down to the basement, is what I'm guessing. To Elena's room is what I think, is because in her room is a it's just this metal door that I think it's for the fireplace, like if soot and stuff builds up there or something, is my guess. And it's like a clean out, because downstairs in Ziana's room is the other fireplace, because it's 2 fireplaces.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's the offshoot.
Yeah, maybe.
But I was like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, if that were a horror movie, you know what would happen?
Huh.
Alicia would yell at you to come down because lunch is ready or something, and you'd be like, okay, I'll be right there.
Like,
and you'd leave, and then it would slowly zoom into that dark hole with that kind of ominous music playing.
And you'd see like this figure.
And then later on, you'd see the figure. Later on, some creepy shit would start happening.
As I lift up the lid and I'm shutting it down, all of a sudden you see the figure's eyes or something.
Something.
Like, ah! But I mean, like I said, when I was up there, I heard that phone ring.
Just jingling bells.
Like I heard a phone ring, and I was just like, okay, whatever.
But it was like old school, like ring.
It was like, it was a weird
like
ring.
Where you actually had the old bell.
And it was like it was a weird ring. I don't know if it was that bell ring, but it was like an old ring, like 80s, 90s type of phone. And I was just like, just keep doing what you're doing.
Just don't look.
Just don't look. I kind of like glanced, and I was like, I don't want to know if something's behind me. Like I got that chilly feeling.
What could it be?
I don't know. I was like, whatever. I'm excited for this. Let's see if this works. Did it take way longer than I thought? Yeah, of course. It took all day.
Does. Anytime you're going to do anything in your house, just know it's going to be at
I'm
least
like,
3
dude, this is going to
long.
be easy. But then I'm like, the fireplace is right here. I'm pretty sure the stack goes up. Sure enough, drilled through the wall. Okay. Luckily, in the living room, there was a hole in that. So I put a pencil through it. And I was like, oh, God, it's the fucking concrete. How am I going to do this? So I go up in the attic, and there's this gap between where they installed the wall and the concrete of the actual fireplace. Excuse me. And I could see, if I like leaned my head against it, I was like able to see like the pencil sticking out. Like, okay, I can fit a cord down there. So then I had Cheeky help me. Like, I'm like, hey, do you see it? And she's like, yeah, I got it. And she'd pull it. But they're like, just lining that up was what was so hard. Oh,
sure.
Oh, my God. I had a fish tape on one of them. And, of course, the hole I'm going that goes down to my room, as I look between the wall and the fucking fireplace, when you look between that, because I had like a 2-inch hole, you see that there's like drywall or something, like, so whatever piece they cut, they just threw it between the wall.
Uh-huh.
And so the first time I had my fish tape, it got stuck somehow, because my fish tape has a hook.
Yeah.
So it got stuck in there, and I could not pull it out. So I had to get a pair of pliers and just kind of like break the wire and start new. So my 25-foot tapes, 15 feet maybe.
Well, it could be worse, I guess.
But,
how much random shit do you think ends up inside of walls?
Oh, so much. I put some random. Dude, I went up there. There was a Zips. The restaurant Zips. There was an old Zips cup up there.
Well, that's funny.
Like they drank their soda.
I had 2 old school Shasta pop cans on my wall at the old house from God knows when.
I keep them.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep them.
I did. They're over there on the shelf. The orange and the blue one.
Dude, those look like the
70s or something.
Yeah, like the Ajax style.
Yeah,
cans.
They're pretty cool.
I'm going to grab them. I'm going to show you.
Rip the top off and... I'm going
to grab this one.
Yeah. Check this out, folks. I found this in my basement.
Orange soda? What?
Yeah. Look at that. Shasta orange soda.
And what's the other one? It's just cola.
There's the top.
Made with real Coke.
Please don't litter.
Dude, the ingredients, though?
Dispose of properly.
Dude, the ingredients compared to what soda has now. Check that out.
Carbonated water, sugar, dextrose,
More sugar.
levulose, concentrated orange juice, malic acid.
They don't put
gum.
orange juice in that shit no more.
No,
How
there's no
fucking
juice.
good was that?
Artificial flavor. This is like a heavy duty can. Like, I don't want to dent it, but this is like heavy duty. Like,
It
you
is.
can feel.
I mean, this is a solid can. Like, it's thick. This is when America was America. And
This
we were a
was.
great nation.
This is before we worried about waste.
I know. Just fuck it.
They just turned that immediately into a car.
Yeah. Yeah, there's hardly any ingredients in there compared to what like soda has
It's
now.
nuts.
It's like it has dextrose, mextrose, fextrose, sextrose.
I want to know what Mextros is.
You don't. That's the thing.
We don't
They
know what
put
any of
it
this
in
stuff
animal
is.
carcasses
Right.
to stuff them.
Right.
It's a anticoagulant. Any balm. Yeah. No. Switching up though, I've actually been feeling pretty good lately.
Like, in what way?
I think just overall, like mentally, physically, like
It's funny. I've been feeling better myself.
Like,
Last year, I knew that this was going to be a rough time because for whatever reason, I tend to get down in breaks. No, I feel good.
that's how I feel. Like I don't know. Lately, I've just been feeling good, and I'm like,
Nice.
I think I'm starting to accept things that I can, like that whole serenity prayer in a sense.
Yeah.
Like,
How much do you think getting on the road has helped a little bit?
I think that helped
Going
my
out in
mental
the
health a
field.
lot because I think that's me. That's who I am
Yeah.
in a sense. I'm
Good
not
to
a
be out
stay-at-home person.
Yeah.
My wife knows that, but that me being out and stuff, I think that's really helped. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm doing my job so much better right now. I fucking fired a motherfucker. Had to go. And I actually feel good about that. And I think that's part of the reason I've been feeling good.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I just been feeling good. So I was like, hell yeah. I think it's because I'm just in control of who I am.
Yeah.
I can't control anything else. If someone doesn't like me, I can't control them to like me,
Right.
I don't make someone happy. There's, I don't got control of that because either way, they're going to be unhappy, right?
That's true.
Like I could cater to them, but is that going to make them happy? No,
Is
it's
it
going to
gonna
make
you
me
happy.
It's not going to make me happy because I'm just doing it to see if you're going to be happy,
Right.
So I'm not trying to cater to motherfuckers no more.
There you go.
Kidding. But no, I've been feeling like mentally and physically, I just been feeling like better than I've actually felt in fucking years.
Well, good.
Like years. Like I don't know. I feel good.
Nice.
I don't have those lingering thoughts of like back in the day, I hated I hate myself, self-deprecating kind of crap, and I don't know. I haven't done that in a while. So.
And you've been now off alcohol for over a year.
Yeah, Tuesday was my official year sober. I actually feel really good about it.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
I didn't know how I would feel. I mean, I know I should be proud of myself.
Yeah,
but like it wasn't as hard as I thought. But I mean, there's been moments where it's like, God, a liquor would be good. Like, Christmas Eve,
sure,
a little drink would have been nice. But like,
Right.
I was like, no. But there's moments like that. But it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm still me. It's what I got to be comfortable with me around other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't use alcohol to mask.
Yep.
That
We end
I
up
gotta
worse
learn how to
off.
yeah
true.
I know I might not be the most outgoing at times, and liquid courage is liquor. So you know what? I just got to be courageous.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
You're gonna be courageous.
No, but we'll see.
You.
We'll see how long I go without it. I think I got to find something else now to try to quit for a year, or not even quit, just improve on.
Sure.
I think I'm going to work on my relationship with my doggy, with Rex. I need to train him a little better. And, I don't want my dog to be a bad dog. And that's partially, I got to look at myself being an owner.
Sure.
I'm not like the most on it dog owner.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I don't know. But it's funny. So my brother, I think he's coming up on a year sober too.
Oh, wow.
So me and my brother both quit around the same time, which is funny because we never
you know that?
No.
Oh.
So we didn't know that until I think I went down there for something. I think it was just myself. I stayed with my brother, and he has talked about how he quit drinking, and I was like, yeah, man, I've quit drinking too. Yeah, I quit around that time too. So we were really within 2 weeks.
Wow.
It sounds like, and so we're like, oh, awesome. Well, he texts me. He's like, these mother effers. My mom and Ben and my sister, they were all like having drinks, right?
I thought I didn't always have drinks.
Well, I didn't even know Ben drank. I don't know if he drank, but the way my brother used to sneak, because they hated when like if he drank or if I drank. Like I remember it was me, Alicia, my brother, and my sister-in-law Rachel, my brother's wife, and we're just at my sister's. I don't know where they were, but we were drinking, and we weren't drinking like crazy like you and me when we
just having a few drinks.
Yeah, we're just having a few drinks, having fun. And my mom was so pissed. She was livid. She was like, this is disrespect in her house, blah, blah. I'm like, Mom, we're having a drink. I don't think Nicole's going to be mad about it. She's let other people drink, like, no. And my brother, he mentioned that. And he was like, can you believe, like, all that time and now look at them. I'm like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
I was like, no need to be like, let it get to us. I mean, it sucks, but it's funny though. Now that we quit drinking, they're like,
no, they're.
He's like, that's what he said. Now they decide to have fun. Now they decide to be fun.
Yeah.
He goes, now that I don't drink anymore. But for him, he was like telling me how it's probably been one of the best decisions, him quitting. Because he got to a point where says he wasn't even getting drunk, but he was drinking like a lot.
Ooh.
Every day, whiskey or something. And he said he drank a fifth or he drank a bottle, and he said he didn't feel anything. And he was just like, I need to stop. There's no way I'm going to be living, if I keep doing this.
Right.
But he has like a store, Flexline disc golf. They have like a line of, if you're into disc golf and stuff, it's becoming a pretty good size, like little recreation kind of sport.
Yeah. Its popularity is definitely going up.
Him and a friend of his, they opened up a store at a course, and it sounds like it's been doing good. They do a lot of online stuff.
That's cool.
I think they signed someone like as like a sponsor.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's doing good things, and I was just telling him, man, you need to be proud of yourself, because he was just like, yeah, I should be, but no one's seen it. No one from the family. I was like, he goes, I understand you. And I was like, well, I get it. I don't got an excuse. I should see, I know I live further away than they do.
Sure.
But at the same time, I should go and support him, which he knows I want to. I want to go out there and check out his store and stuff.
That's pretty cool, though. Blanca showed me his some video with him. Yeah.
Yeah. They do little videos all the time of them throwing the discs and shit. And they're killing it. Like I'm really proud of him, and I let him know that just he needs to be proud of himself, because like, who cares if, what I told him, just because no one's seen it, just be proud of what you've done. Like,
absolutely.
Who gives a fuck what they say?
Yeah.
Be proud of like your situation. Like that's awesome. And he like I said, he said for him, quitting drinking was probably one of his better decisions.
Sure. And that kind of led to the success of what he's doing now.
Yeah. Because he says he wouldn't have done it if he kept drinking.
Right.
He would have just talked about it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He would just kept, no, eventually I'll do it.
Yeah. But
which I get.
Action plan into place.
I wish I would have been that motivated to do some.
Well, hey.
No.
You're out in the field now?
I'm out in the field. I'm doing things. I think I probably have to go to Oregon here in the next couple weeks until I get someone hired. Nice. But I don't mind it, man. Like, it's like I said, it's nice. It sucks being away from the house.
Yeah.
For a week. It'd
be nice if you could come back home at night,
or something. Because living in a hotel kind of sucks.
Yeah.
My hotel they've been putting me up has been garbage. Fucking, I'm complaining over here. Showers. Usually I look forward to showers at a hotel because they're always like just the steamiest, most hot showers you could take for like 4 hours. It feels like. No. This thing didn't even. One day I couldn't even. I had a shower in a cold.
Yeah, you said that.
And I was like, fuck this.
There's no way to relax in a cold shower.
No. I got to train my body. I should take a cold shower for a whole year. Never take a warm. Got to relax your mind.
I've done that a few times. I've done the whole cold thing, and it's great for you. It is. I haven't done the dunk into like,
No,
pool
yeah.
or something.
I've at the end
But
of a
I've done a
shower,
cold shower.
I'll do like at the end of my shower, I'll do like cold water.
I don't love it.
Fuck no. I'd rather have a hot shower. Dude,
love it.
speaking of hot shower, I need to get a fucking new water heater.
Oh yeah.
Well, our hot water is starting to like not last very long.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, another cost.
Yikes. Yeah, I know.
I know. Fuck it.
Everything hits at once. That's something about life, a life lesson. When you buy a house, everything goes bad at one time.
Which is
good for a while.
Like that upfront cost is okay.
Yeah.
So, but I kind of prefer like increments.
Yes.
Like payment plan style.
Oh, okay. I can fix this now.
And then later.
I can fix this. But when you get, this goes bad and this goes bad.
I'm going to tell you right now, I figured out what my toxic trait is thinking I can do a lot of things that I see on videos.
Oh, yeah.
Like I seen this video of them replacing like a hot water heater with a tankless, right? And I'm like, I see how they did it. And I was like, I could do that. I don't know. I still think I could do that.
You are a brave man.
I think I could run the wires. It's the plumbing I'm scared to do.
Yeah.
Water and electricity. What could go wrong,
so I
right?
like how you said that watching a video. I think you can do it. There's a movie Blanc and I watched, A Good Person, I think it was called. It was a really good movie. With this girl, she's watching a video of a gal cutting her own hair. She's like, just grab the front bangs and cut. She's like, okay. She cuts and then it falls in. She's like, fuck. And then she goes, all right, now you're in it. Just grab the other side and cut. And she cuts. One side's like down to here. The other side's like to here.
Oh.
She's like, fuck. She's like, you look beautiful. You did it. She's like, thank you. It was very funny because that's
the
tends
truth.
to be the way it comes out.
Well, always. Like I think in my head, like when I pulled that wire, I thought this is going to take me an hour.
Yeah.
Max.
Right.
An hour. It's just one wire, easy.
You added some buffer time just to make sure, give yourself some good margins. Yeah.
I couldn't get this, or this wasn't working the way I thought. It's just like it took way longer to fish the cable down. Like it was just a pain in the ass, and I was just like, okay, so maybe life lesson here. Just like anything.
Yeah.
But I always think, I don't know. I guess it's good to be positive and think positive and have that. Always know it's always good to try. And it's better to try and fail than not try.
Absolutely. Better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all type.
Yeah, seriously,
concept,
really,
right?
in a sense, because I don't know. I don't know if I'm not going to. I think there's certain things I know I probably can't do, but if there's something I know I can, I'm pretty confident I can do, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Like, I'll try it. We'll see what happens.
Well, there's always those nerves that get in our way. When there's something new. Like when I was going to put the flooring down, I got kind of nervous.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to screw it up. And then you just get started and it's like, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you really jack something up. It's like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Which I've done that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should have done our floors. No, I didn't want to deal with that.
Yours would have been a lot harder because you had the walls and stuff that you'd had to have measured out right and all that.
Yeah. I didn't want to do.
I still can't quite get my head around how you do that to make sure everything lines up.
It's so right. Like a lot of geometry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. You got to like do this weird
Right.
angles sometimes, or
Right.
you got to like cut a certain way, and then if you don't cut it right, then it just it's like cockeyed, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's short over here and over here.
Right.
Like Cheeky's closet doors were like not aligning right, and she has those folding ones.
Oh.
And I installed them, and then so for me, she's like, they're crooked. I'm like, I didn't install them crooked because I know me, and I know I'm not like it would bug me.
Right.
I like to make sure they're symmetrical and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think what's going on is they were moving the little bracket that's installed. It'd get loose and it would move, so I had to fuck with that. But trying to measure that stuff was just a pain in the ass because it's like that's when you got to use your fucking fractions. That's like the math you need when you get out of school. It's like fractions, percentages is probably a good one to know.
Sure.
Pythagorean theorem is probably not going to help you. I don't know if it is.
It could. Length times width. that type of thing.
Yeah, just know if your length
Surface
ain't good
area.
enough, she ain't gonna love you. And no,
Girth is important.
What's the
Do
you want to be a tuna can?
What's the circumference? It's important.
You want a tuna can, or or
Or a little weenie.
a little smoky.
A little smoky. There we go.
Dude,
That's
you know what I had that? So I went on that golf tournament.
Yeah.
With Nick and Chris, and Nick brought pigs in a blanket, little smokies in them.
Yes,
God, I haven't had those in so long.
I haven't had
They
those
were
in a
ice
while.
cold, but they were good. Like, Nick, these are cold, bro.
He's like,
I love you, man,
They were
but-
warm when I got them out here.
They were so. It was, dude. I'll never do a tournament in the cold again. That
Their
sucked.
hands hurt.
It was just, I was just cold, and then our fucking. We happened to get the one cart that didn't have the face shield.
The windshield. Oof.
So you were driving, and my face, when I got home, my face was like red. Alicia's like, "You look like you're sunburnt."
Were you crying?
I was like, "No, this is my face is cool."
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
What was that? There was something where a guy was lost out in the woods, and he had to cut a piece of birch, then put him over his eyes because the sun would reflect off the snow.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
So he
yeah,
cut slits in a birch and he put
he
it
wore
over.
'em.
Yeah, and he wore them like glasses.
God, it was one of those Survivor,
Yeah.
like Alone, or one of those Survivor
but it was
shows.
like a movie, wasn't it? Or was it a show? Because I remember
It's
them
one or the
talking
other.
about how it'll reflect off the ice.
Yeah,
It wasn't Hatchet, was it? You remember the book Hatchet?
I don't remember.
You ever read that book? That was a good book.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't read.
Well, I don't really either, but
Like, I never read like a
that was like a middle school book. If you haven't read it, pick up a copy. Paul
middle school, huh?
something or other wrote it. And it's Hatchet. It's a
pretty
great book.
No, I'll have to check it out.
This kid's given
probably will.
a hatchet by his dad, and he's got to fly out to see his dad or something.
Mhm.
Like his parents are
Murders
divorced.
them.
So he flies out and he goes totally nuts and murders the entire village. No, his
With
plane,
a hatchet.
his plane crashes in the middle of the woods, and this kid with the hatchet has to like survive. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
check
it's
that out.
like it's a really cool. Like he learns how to catch fish and like make a little area that they can't get out of, so he just has fish available.
Oh,
The whole book, it's right up our alley. Like the whole.
it's like a survival.
It is.
God 101.
But it's a kid. It's a freaking kid by himself.
He's Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, it was played by him in the movie. No.
In the forest. That trips me out. So we were watching because Christmas. Merry
Yes.
Christmas, by the way.
Yeah, and a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year for sure, because we haven't done one since Christmas.
No, it was
Right?
before
Christmas was great.
So Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah, Christmas was fun, and Merry Christmas, and New Year's is gonna be fun too.
Yeah,
Merry New Year's.
Merry New
Merry
Year
New
to you
Year's.
too.
But we were watching Home Alone,
Home Alone's great.
and me and Leo were sitting there watching it and just laughing because it's a great movie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Home Alone, but then I'm like, dude, the things this guy's doing to this kid's doing to these guys is just like these. There's no way you'd be dead.
Yeah, right.
Or when he gets hit in the chest with the fucking crowbar.
Yeah.
Stay still. I'm gonna kill that tarantula.
Yes.
He's like, boom. I was like, oh, caved.
Yeah.
He's breaking that sternum right here.
It's Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. You can't kill Joe Pesci.
I'm gonna get you with this fucking pencil.
Fuck you, Mom. You like that, huh?
But man, but how cool the stuff he would do in that. I remember as a kid thinking, God, it'd be so cool. Like, how smart
He
is this
takes
guy?
the hanger and he goes down the
Yeah,
the rope.
Everything, just all his little traps
Yeah.
he made were so cool. I thought
Yeah,
there was-
remember the second one
oh yeah, we watched both
with
of
the
them.
pipe he throws over and it slams into him?
The 300-pound pipe. Yeah, I remember that.
that.
Yeah, I remember that. And then
How
how
electrocutes him.
how shitty are the parents though?
Oh, every time.
And the shitty fucking airline. I would have sued the shit out of that
Right.
airline.
Right.
How you gonna just? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's on there, but go ahead.
This is pre 9/11.
Yeah.
The kid maybe had a ticket. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's. Oh, his dad's there. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
That's him. Okay.
Yeah, all right there.
And
So
then Kevin,
if that's a brown kid, not happening.
well, I mean,
We're not even getting on the plane.
He was very wealthy, well-to-do kid.
What was his dad?
I've wondered that.
There's rumors that his dad was involved in the mafia.
Like an accountant for the mob or something?
Yeah. No, there is like one of those like little stories like that where he's like that. Because he's a tie-in to another movie.
If you know other things, he was a cop in The Sopranos.
No. See?
So season 1, he's a police officer in The Sopranos. Very different role. Very different role than Kevin's dad.
But Moira.
Moira is Kevin's mom, Catherine O'Hara. How great is that?
Dude, total opposites just to watch.
Total opposites.
But just overall, their parenting kind of sucked. And they're kind of fucked up because Buzz did some fucked up shit, but they blamed Kevin.
Kevin was always
I was like, bro, that's kind of fucked up.
I think now we call that emotional abuse.
Oh, that's what Leo goes. Leo goes, how much unspoken trauma does this kid have?
Right.
Like, the parents don't know that he was pretty much almost murdered and these people broke into their house. Right. Like he's keeping that secret with him.
At 8 years old, a break-in from
he goes, what kind of emotional trauma does this kid have?
I'm gonna bite every one of your fucking fingers off. Like, how scary would that be?
I know.
Well, okay. So the funny thing too is like that one guy, the creepy guy who comes up.
The one who hadn't seen his son in forever. Yes. Yeah.
So Blanca brought it up. She's like, why does he act like that? I'm like, I wonder if it's not really the way he's acting. Like, I kind of feel like the movie's shot like through the eyes of Kevin. Mm-hmm. So the perception that everyone's mean to him, the guy's creepy. So he comes in and slaps his hand down on the table. He wouldn't really do that. Yeah. And then the guy's all nice in the church. So I think it's like they filmed it in a way where you're seeing it through the eyes of him.
That makes sense.
So regardless, that one line that the sister says, Kevin, you what the French call les incompetents.
Oh, yeah. We use that in our house all the time.
I love it.
They're such dicks to him, though.
Yeah.
They were kind of dicks to him.
And they're in the apartment waiting. They're watching that one movie. What movie was it?
I know they were watching a novela or something, I thought.
Well, I think
that was in the second one.
I think they're watching George Bailey and all that. The Christmas.
Christmas Story, or
it's the one, where It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah.
I said no. I said no. The French guys saying the lines.
I seen this clip. It was Chucky. But he was in Spanish.
Yes.
And the way he's yelling, God, it's so funny. I love it.
And he's saying something, but it doesn't sound like he's saying.
La Vegra. It's so funny. I love it.
One of the funniest clips I've ever seen in my life. If you haven't ever seen it, look it up.
He's like, pinche.
He's speaking Spanish, but it just sounds like gibberish. It's so great. He's shaking.
I asked him, what is he saying? What is he saying here?
Yeah. I asked Blanca, dude, something like "fuck you," something.
I know. Sometimes I wish I knew Spanish because I would sing to certain songs in Spanish.
Oh, sure.
I would use it probably the wrong way.
Right.
Probably that's why I don't know Spanish.
One of my favorite things with Spanish was that Despacito song that everybody would play, like the news would play it all the time. And it's like the dirtiest song. Yeah,
that song. Well, a lot of times those like foreign songs. There was another song that was like super popular that kids were doing like TikToks too.
Oh, sure.
It was Russian, but like when you actually read the lyrics, it's like talking about getting like fucking you and doing like it's dirty, but it's in another language. You don't know what they're saying. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Or it sounds cool, like the beat and stuff. Cool.
And all the kids are.
But actually hearing, but like then you see what everyone's doing and you just hear it all the time. You're like, I don't want to hear this fucking song. Despacito's one of those songs. I'm like, I do not want to hear this fucking song again.
Yeah, we've talked about it. It's gone a little too far. It's gone to the point like, okay, leave something to the imagination. Like, everything's so graphic. So like,
now, yeah.
You know, like it's so far gone, it doesn't mean anything anymore. You know, it's like we're all desensitized to it. So it's going to go backwards. Our kids are going to be, or our grandkids will be listening to like old jazz, and they'll come to the old folks home to see us, and we'll be listening to Wet Ass Pussy. And
we would too.
The old people bumping and grinding. They're like, Jesus, you guys
are dirty. Listen to like JJ's and Elliot, they'll be the ones listening to the fancy stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I could totally see JJ listening to something fancy.
Smoking pipes and reading the newspaper.
Drinking a glass of wine or something. I don't know. Yeah. Or, yeah, there you go. Brandy.
Those kids, man, I tell you.
Oh, I know. I do got a question of the week, and it's kind of a weird one.
Okay. I like weird questions.
I don't know how to word this, but is it normal, and I'm just saying this in general from something I saw, is it normal to have thoughts of leaving your spouse? What do you do when those thoughts come in? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way I have it worded is, what do you do when thoughts of leaving your spouse comes in? So it's in that sense, you know what I mean?
When your spouse is particularly annoying.
There you go. And you're like, God, how awesome.
I just would really like
to leave. You think that's normal though, to have those daydreams of like, you see a movie, right? And they're living this like cool, like socialist, like life in New York, living downtown. And, you know, you have those thoughts like, God, I think I could do that.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
In another lifetime.
In another lifetime as another person, I'd be that.
Yeah.
You know, is that like a normal thought to have?
I think absolutely.
Even if you're in a loving relationship. And
I think there's definitely a normal aspect. As a non-psychologist, I have no credibility to say this, but I think there's a definite normal aspect of human psychology of, even if you're in a happy, comfortable setting, to kind of have your mind on alternatives, other possibilities. I think that's a normal thing.
Right? You bring that up to your wife, she'll probably be like, what, you want to leave me now?
Yeah, you don't ever bring it up to the wife.
No, you don't.
But no, we've talked about this too. I think women are more apt to flat out say like, I don't know if things are going to work out.
Yeah.
Because they're always mad about something. But for us, I don't ever threaten the other way because I really don't want anything else. I'm very happy with my life. But no, I have daydreams of living in like some tiny house somewhere that I don't have to take care of anything because
that is a nice, like,
yeah, it gets a little overwhelming. I love the house that we have and everything that we have, but like I tend to just cycle through all the stuff to try to take care of, and sometimes you just get to the point of like, fuck it all, like I don't want to care anymore.
I know I get to those points where it's like
it gets hard to get motivated.
I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, like, I'm overwhelmed.
Like we want to do our kitchen, but it's like, okay, we know what we want to do. Where do we start now?
Right.
And that's where I'm at right now. It's like, I want to get this going, but like, where do we start?
Right. But yeah. So I think the where would be a problem, because I listen to all those serial killer things, and where people get into trouble with serial killers is they start living in their fantasy life.
Those intrusive thoughts start coming.
Yeah. So if you start focusing too much on the fantasy of something alternative,
like, murder seems cool.
Like, God, I just really feel like in another life I could have been one of those serial killers.
I could have done it.
No, not that, but like.
But
if I started just fantasizing every minute of every day about living in some tiny house by myself without anybody else.
Well, I think you'll make yourself miserable.
You accidentally start putting your energy into that.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because you're taking away from the life that you're actually living, and you're putting it all into something that doesn't really exist.
Well, I found myself when I was, I work from home, but like when I tend to be alone longer.
Yeah.
Like being more annoyed when I'm around people.
Sure.
And so I'm trying.
People are the worst. So
now I'm trying to be around like, not even that, just even not annoyed with the kids. But
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? But like, okay, let me just.
You don't have much tolerance anymore because
yeah. So I'm allowing myself to be around that.
Sure.
But
yeah, I gotcha.
Stimulation. I can only have still so much, but
see, me too. But I also I crave solitude, but at the same time, my least happy times are when I'm in solitude, because I have a tendency to go way overboard in that solitude and become very reclused.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm too fun of a guy to just sit alone all the time.
Like, God, I gotta let this fun. Someone's got to enjoy this.
Someone's got to enjoy my fun. Yeah,
I don't know. That's how I feel. But no, like I said, I think I'm going into 2024 feeling rejuvenated, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like I really feel like right now I'm just in a good place in life, like with work, with my health, mentally, physically. Obviously, the physical aspect, I can do some more exercising, but
I got to get back on that boat myself.
But other than
it's been a rough holiday season.
I'm not drinking any energy drinks. I ain't drinking beer.
Speaking of, though, I am going to try some energy shots.
Yes, which I will try with you.
We've been talking to a company that would like us to try their shots and give some insight.
Yeah. I think we should try it.
So we've been bad about reaching out and getting that set up, but we're going to do that, and we're going to let you guys know about some possible.
I do think 2024 is going to bring us like we're going to have interviews. We're going to do a little new, added to the show.
Yeah, we've had a lot of,
we've had people reach out like from our Instagram.
Yeah, what do you call it? The interactive nature of this venture has been increasing as of late.
There was a podcast that reached out to us just to, check out our podcast, kind of just, help us out and, vice versa. And I just threw it out there like, hey, would you guys ever be interested in like if we did like interviews or like anything? Would you ever go like a collab? And he was down for it.
So it's pretty cool.
So I was like, fun. Oh, that'd be cool.
When you
talk to some randos you've never even seen, you're like,
great.
Hey,
it's great. I mean,
how cool that. I don't know.
I
like the idea.
Like anything in your life, whatever you decide to put energy into, that's where you're putting resources. It's going to happen, whatever you really focus on.
Yeah, I kind of believe that. Like, I don't think I was ever a believer of that until the last, 6 months or something.
Well, I'm with you because, like, there's a lot of times that you think that you're putting energy into something by just thinking about it. But no, like, I mean, for this podcast, we didn't do much outside of carve time out and buy equipment.
That's it.
And it wasn't nothing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We are fortunate enough to have the resources to buy the equipment to do it.
We're so fucking
wasn't
just kidding.
Make it rain in here. No, it wasn't an obscene amount of money.
Yeah, no.
And we just have a room that we sit in and do this.
But like you said, we're fortunate enough to be able. But
we do it. We get up every week.
We do,
and we come together and we do this. And we've done it now for over 2 years.
Yeah.
And, things happen with time and with energy. And so if you're stuck and you feel like the way we felt last year, if you want to hear us a year ago, go back and listen to last year's. I was getting really depressed.
It was
not a good spot. Winter for me. I feel like you said much better today. Yeah. It could be the venlafaxine. I don't know. But
I don't know. I just feel like overall, just in a whole, like everything seems better right now.
I feel really secure in work. I feel secure in life, happy.
Can't ask for more.
No.
I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, the doctor was like, your eyes look good. I was like, thank you.
I won in Powerball. Not many people can say that. Yeah, $17.
Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, so
I didn't even play Powerball.
Well, we had scratch tickets that we got the kids kind of like for
the holiday,
at Christmas.
Yeah.
And so at that time I was like, let me just buy a Powerball. I like never ever like that was my first Powerball in like 8 to 10 years. Right.
Yeah.
So it was $17. So I just recycled that money into like other scratch tickets.
Nice.
And just keep reusing it. So
yeah. Sure.
Now I just got $5 left, but I bought two after the 17, I bought some scratch tickets. And then after that, I went down to $4, and now it's back up to $5.
There you go.
But I haven't put any more money into it.
Playing, hey, you're playing.
It's fun.
You get some play out of it. Yeah,
whatever. If I win, I win. If I don't, I'm probably not going to spend more money anyway.
By the way, if anyone's looking for a fun holiday game, these guys came up with a great one. You wrap something inside of a box, it's taped shut, and you put tape all over it, and you make the kids wear oven mitts.
Yeah, and they have to roll the dice.
They roll dice, and you're trying to get doubles, right?
Yeah, you want doubles, so it's your turn. So like if Tom's trying to unwrap the present, I'm gonna try to throw a double.
He's trying to get a double. So
as soon as I get doubles, he has to give me the gloves, and then the next person's rolling the dice and trying to do. And sometimes they roll the doubles very quick,
right away. Sometimes it takes a few.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I mean, they are trying so hard to get into that box, and it's taped. If you tape it well enough, it's not an easy game.
At least you just use Scotch tape.
Yeah, which is smart. Smart.
We've used in the past. We've done one with what's that Saran wrap ball? So during the Saran wrap, we'd actually we'd put little gifts and candies, and so it was kind of cool because if you did get the chance to start unraveling it, you would be getting the stuff that's falling out,
right?
and then the next person would
You at
go,
least
and
got
then
something.
some people would
Yeah.
each get something. So which that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool too.
It's just we've used like a lot. We've used a whole, I think, a roll or two of Saran Wrap.
I can see that.
Just
This
get
is
it
a
at the
pretty
dollar
decent
store.
sized ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got some good ideas, these folks.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Christmas was fun. It felt way better than last year.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I went overboard with the kids, but I felt good about it, so I didn't care.
Hey, there you go.
You know,
If everybody's happy, who cares?
Alicia was probably not the happiest. It's like, I'm just gonna buy everything. You get a toy.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I don't know. I haven't got to spoil kids like that in a long time, so it felt good.
Right?
It felt good.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah. But whatever.
Well,
Whatever.
Whatever your new year brings to you, I hope it brings
Good tidings of joy.
Yeah, good tidings. I like that.
And hookers.
And, and lots and lots of hookers.
No. Just hope you guys have a good new year and just
take care, drive safe. Don't do the
don't be
stuff.
stupid.
Be smart.
Yeah.
We wanted you to be around for 2024.
You need a DD, hit me up. I got you. For a phenomenal fee.
Phenomenal fee.
What is it? Nominal? Or is it phenomenal?
Oh crap.
No. Is it nominal? Nominal fee, right?
Yeah.
A naughty little fee.
Phenomenal fee would be even better.
A nominal phenomenal fee.
For a phenomenal fee. That'll be $1 million.
I'll pick you up. $1 million.
Man.
And your car.
Yeah, don't call me. I'm not that nice, but
no, I'm just kidding.
No, but
I'll be drunk.
Definitely be smart. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the new year, 2024. Yeah. We're almost halfway through the 20s.
That's crazy.
They've been roaring, haven't they? God,
unless we have a podcast on Sunday. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll have anything to talk about.
I know, I was kidding. But we'll see you.
All right, guys. Take care. Happy New Year. Oh, wait a minute.